Mr. President, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, members, and guests. Our life has a funny thing to run its own way. We are so busy. We work all the time in our high-load, very fast life, and sometimes it's very rarely we have the time to stop, to analyze our life, to think what we really have, what we want to do, what we are doing, and why we are doing so. Well, we have a special time, which is New Year Eve, when we try to think what we have achieved the previous year and what we would like to achieve the next year. And at this time we used to make our New Year resolution. It's a bit early for now to make our New Year resolution, but what I used to do, firstly, I made my first New Year resolution at 19, when I was 19, at the second year of my university, when I took a piece of paper at 31st of December, write down 30 goals, and thought that I'm going to achieve all of them. So, guess what? I screwed up completely. I just screwed up. I came back to this list at the end of January, then lost it, then found it out again at the middle of summer, and that's pretty much it. That's what happened with my New Year's resolution. Next year, I did the same thing. Same again and again for 7 years in a row. I did the most 2 or 3 goals out of 30 or 40 goals. And this year I decided to change the situation completely. To change the approach, because the previous approach that didn't work, it couldn't allow me to understand what I really want and actually accomplish those goals. So today I would like to present you this approach. It's called Life Audit. Hopefully it would be useful for you as well and will help you to get ready to your New Year resolution. Preparation for your New Year resolution actually would help you to achieve those goals. Well, what is Life Audit? It's actually a self-examination, so-called, well, it's a way to understand what we really want to do. I did it a couple of weeks ago, and I'll show you how I did it. I'll share my experience with you. Well, first of all, what I did an exercise which called 100 wishes. 100 wishes. All you have to do is to take 100 sticky notes and just start writing your wishes. You have the first one, let's say, get a driver's license. Second one, have a trip to Europe. Third one, well, buy a car, let's say. And so on and so on. And you have to write down all the 100 wishes. Well, first of all, it seems pretty straightforward thing to do, right? Only 100 wishes, but the thing is that when I wrote 35 or 36, I just stopped. Well, it's amazing, but it seems that there is nothing to dream about. I have 70 more sticky notes, but I have no wishes and dreams and goals anymore for all my life. And that was surprising. And the magic began because I started to dive into my subconscious, and the goals I found out that was real goals, because firstly I started to find out the goals that was like common. For example, make a trip to Europe or to Asia. But then I tried to find out the big goal for all my life. Let's say, go to space. How about going to space? Or visit another planet? It seemed kind of unnatural for now, but in lifelong, it could be natural. So, firstly, I did 130 sticky notes. Well, how I can handle those 130 sticky notes if I wishes and goals if I couldn't handle 30 goals before? Well, firstly, I should kind of split them by categories. So I try to define this could be my personal life, this could be my development, and that is all about my financial health, that is my physical health, that is my relationships. And then I just group all these sticky notes, or all these goals to the several groups. That's why I can find some more inspiring and sometimes even surprising insights. For example, I used to think that like family and relationship is very important for me, but I see that not so many sticky goals are in this part. But otherwise, I used to think that like physical health is not like really important for me, but a lot goes for this. So those are still not actionable because I have just a bunch of goals split by categories, and what I can do with this. The next and the last thing I have to do is, and I actually done, is I split those goals by like time frame. I had goals like short-term goals, those are actionable. Let's say buy a present for my friend. I had some long-term goals, let's say get an MBA degree or something that would take a long period of time. And some monetary goals, the things that I have to do all my life. So hopefully that approach would help you to understand more clearly, take a look at your goals, and actually make your New Year resolution come true. Thank you.